Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well, staying happy and healthy as always. So today I got something super special for you. We are going to go to Ferrari Lake Forest. So they are the other Ferrari dealership in the Chicago area, and they're also a Koenigsegg dealer. So this is about to be absolutely epic. As some of you might know, they're quite famous on social media for having a super awesome hypercar lineup. So I'm outside today, it's a little bit nicer, so I wanted to get you in the sun um, to avoid the darkness in my room. So let's jump right into it. Alright everybody, so here we are at Ferrari Lake Forest. They are located in Lake Bluff, Illinois, which is about 40 or so minutes north of Chicago. So we have Chicago here, and they're located up here. So their dealership is pretty cool. It's kind of this U-shaped sort of thing on the outside. And if you look on a lot of their social media when they have car events, this whole inner area is sometimes lined with Ferraris, and that looks super cool. We can kind of get an idea from up here. So let's jump right on the road really quickly and clear out of this. So here's the outside. Nice and large dealership, so we are going to have a fantastic time enjoying this tour. So let's jump inside. All right, so here we are at the entrance of Ferrari Lake Forest. They got a nice, Ferrari desk to greet us, and they got some cars lined up here. A 488, a GTC4 Lusso, and another 488. But we're already greeted by a very special Ferrari, an F12TDF. I commented on my last video, specifically with Collie Ferrari, explaining the TDF. There are only 799 of them made for the world. It's kind of the hardcore, more track version of the F12 Berlinetta. So originally these went for around $600,000 or $700,000, and now they spiked well above $1 million and are kind of hovering around there. So this is a very special car. Most of the dealership is this way. Sorry, it's a little laggy. So most of the dealership is this way, and the service repair area is this way. But just out of what makes sense for our tour, we're going to start by going to the service area. So as I mentioned literally in every video, I love going back here because we don't know what we're going to find. A lot of the Instagram live videos that Lake Forest Ferrari posts has a lot of really special cars back here. So I already see some special ones over here that we're going to enjoy. So as we come in, looks like we got a 488 Challenge car here, another 488 Spyder, 458 Italia, Spyder, and an F430. So as we make our way this way, we already see here some very special cars. We have a Ferrari Enzo. This is the predecessor to the LaFerrari. I believe there were only 399 of these made for the world. Again, valued around $2.5 to $3 million based on the condition. Named after Enzo Ferrari himself, the founder of Ferrari. So this is a very, very special car. As we move on, we got a 458 Speciale. This is kind of the more hardcore version of the 458 Italia. Then we got another Ferrari F12TDF. Remember, guys, there's only 799 of these in the world, and we've already seen 2 so far. I'm not going to spoil what comes later. A nice red one, again with the gills on the back, as I've talked about previously. A California, another F430, another 488 Spyder. As we move along, a 599 GTB it looks like. Some more stuff over here, potentially. This is the F12 Berlinetta, F430 again, the California, and a Ferrari FF it looks like. So this is also outside. It looks like it's raining today. And we're kind of on this side of the horseshoe that the dealership is, or U-shape. So as we make our way back, let's look on the other side, make sure you don't miss anything over here. Another 488. Classic Ferrari, I can't tell what kind that is. Knowing that it's at this dealership is probably pretty special. What else? 812 super fast, and it looks like a 308 GTS there. And was that another Speciale? Yeah, there's another 458 Speciale. So we've already seen 2 of those. Those weren't particularly limited. The Speciale Apertas were, but so again, 2 major highlights were the Enzo and the TDF. From their Instagram videos, I've literally seen everything in the back here. They have had Ferrari FFX cars, multiple Enzos, F40s, F50s, 288 GTO. I mean, this dealership, I've seen practically every Ferrari at this dealership at some point on their stories. So a nice good look at the F12TDF again as we continue to make our way this way. So a conference room looks very similar to the one at Ferrari, just a little different layout. And then we will make our way this way. So we have a Ferrari California, a very unique blue Ferrari Testarossa. I'm still a fan of the original red, but this blue definitely stands out in the sea of Ferraris. What else do we have here? California, a 458 Spyder, a 458 Coupe, another 458 Spyder. It looks like another FF here, another California, and another 488. Let's continue to make our way this way. A 599 GTB. But just for a second, we are going to make our way to this other entrance. So you may see some stuff over there, which is super exciting, but we will come back to that. That's because that's where I kind of want to end. But as we're greeted here by another Ferrari F12TDF, that is 3 of them that this dealership has. Again, there's only 799 in the world, so to have 3 of them is very, very, very special. Then, as a lot of you may recognize, this is a Porsche 918 Spyder. There's only 918 of them, thus the because of the name. This looks like the base pack, not the Visac, because it doesn't have the extra carbon, but the silver looks amazing on this car. I don't want to forget the 812 Superfast that's also sitting right here. That's very special as well. But we will make our way around so we can get a better look at the 918 Spyder. Just another super hypercar, one of the Holy Trinity, made up by the McLaren P1 and the LaFerrari as well. So what a view. Sorry it's a little blurry here. Looks like some of the photo capture got, messed up a little bit, but that's all right. So yeah, the third F12TDF, very limited Porsche 918 Spyder. So then we'll make our way back around here, back to over here, and we'll go to the back row that we kind of missed. See if we can do that. Oh, hello. There's so much cool stuff here to see, so I know this video is going to run long, but it'll be completely worth it, I promise. So, as we head here, we have a Ferrari 599 GTO, another limited edition Ferrari. 599 of them were made for the entire world, and they got one of them here. A couple years ago, the prices were hovering around $300,000 or $400,000, but very recently they have decided to spike up in price, and now you can get them for mid $600,000 to $700,000 here in the US. So again, another great investment car. Another 488 Spider as we move along. California. That looks like a 308 or 328. I can't really tell the difference off a quick glance. I'm sorry about that. California, another California. And as we continue to make our way here, we got another 599 GTB is what, nope, that's a 612. It's a 612 Scuderia or something like that. Sorry, I can't pronounce. Then we got a row of black Ferraris over here. 488 GTB, 488 Spider, 812 Superfast, and a GTC4 Lusso. So then we'll make our way around here. Give this time to load. So this is their kind of configure room. This one is absolutely massive. You can see the brake calipers and the steering wheels in the wall over there. Sorry, this is a little bit laggy. I'm moving fast to try to get through because there's a lot to show you here. We have another wheel wall. So as we can see we can zoom out a little bit. There's some of the wheels. Of course, the seats and the leather. But if you've watched my other videos or been in a Ferrari dealership, a lot of them look like this. This is a Ferrari 488 Spider. And then there's your configurator room and display and stuff over there. So, very cool, very massive paint samples as expected. So as we make our way around here, we're about to be greeted by a very, very special car. This is the Ferrari Sergio. So there's only 6 of these in the entire world. It's based off the 458 Speciale Aperta, and it was made to honor Sergio Pininfarina, who basically helped design Ferraris for a very, very, very long time. So again, there's only 6 of these in the world. This makes it the rarest modern Ferrari in existence, other than one-off models that they've created for some of their clients. It definitely looks a little different, but I think it's absolutely stunning. I mean, just take a look at that. There is no roof, so it's always open top. They recently, on Ferrari Lake Forest's Instagram, they announced that they have another Ferrari Sergio on their premises. So that means they have a third of the Ferrari Sergios in the world, 2 of 6. So that is super special. Also, just recently in February, Ferrari Beverly Hills had a blue Ferrari Sergio for sale. So at some point, there was probably half of the Ferrari Sergios in the world here in the United States, and 2 just at Ferrari Lake Forest. So that's pretty special. I don't know if I'll ever get the chance to see one of these in person. Maybe if I have the chance to go to this dealership, I will. And definitely won't have the chance to see more than 2, maybe 3 of them in my lifetime. This is such an ultra rare car. Again, with that, prices are pretty much unknown. I've seen figures thrown around anywhere from $2.5 to $3 million, up to $5 million. Just very difficult to tell what these cars are actually worth. So we'll move on from there. 488 Challenge car again, a 458 Challenge car with the official Ferrari Lake Forest logo. These look like some offices over here. I mean, oh, there's some random guy. I mean, can you just imagine looking out your office all day, or having this dealership be your office and you're surrounded with 3 TDFs, an Enzo, a Sergio, and we got some more coming for sure. So as we'll make our way down here, I just want to stop for a quick moment and show you this car. So this is a 1976 Ferrari 308 GT2 race car. It's currently for sale at Ferrari Lake Forest for $695,000. I don't know really much to tell you about that beyond the prices. You can read about it on the website, but this is a very special car. They have a nice pool table, a piano as we've seen in other dealerships. Maybe there's some bathrooms back there. And then just to give you an idea of where we were before, oh, these are the bathrooms, so I don't know what's back there. But there's the 458, the 918 Spider and the TDF and the A12 Superfast that we saw earlier. So, as we continue to make our way over here, they got some nice wall art and engine displays. So this is sort of special. They have a very interesting Aston Martin Vantage V8 GT4 Grand Am right here. And then this Corvette is pretty cool. Let's get closer to it. So this one is also for sale on their website. It's called the 1988 Chevrolet Corvette GT1. They currently have it listed for $275,000. So it's definitely something special. These all look like very special sort of GT something or other cars. I really don't know much about them to tell you, unfortunately, just other than looking on their website. But maybe if you have time for an inventory tour really quickly, we can maybe get some more information about those. So lastly is what we've all been waiting for, the famed hypercar lineup at Lake Forest Ferrari. So quickly, I wanted to point out, they won't let us get much closer over here. This is a Mercedes-Maybach, or Maybach S650 Cabriolet. There's only 300 of these in the world, and it's a very, very, very nice coupe Mercedes Maybach, super luxury car. So that's definitely one of my favorites. So here we're greeted by, I won't overlook the bike, but we're greeted by a Ferrari LaFerrari Aperta. So this, obviously the LaFerrari came out in 2014. The Aperta came out in 2017. Was limited to only 210 units. It's very special because it has the Ferrari 70th edition badge on it. That's one quick way to tell the Aperta from the coupe. Sometimes it's hard to get a good look at the roof. So the LaFerrari's doors open butterfly style, but they can't quite do it the same as with the Aperta, since there's no roof. So the roof is removable. I don't remember if it can be stored in the car or not. That would be something to look up. But the doors still open sort of in that butterfly action, but just they kind of have a different motion. It's hard to explain since I can't really open the doors myself. But it looks super cool. The LaFerraris kind of have these stripes to show the details on the hood. Some coupes do have them, so it's not a guaranteed tell to make sure it's an Aperta. But this is just such a special car. Again, 210 units. They're going for, I've seen up to $5 million. Very hard to see at auctions, so their prices are absolutely astronomical. Don't really know the true value, but I've seen around $5 million, $4 million, somewhere in there. As we move on, we have a Shelby Cobra. What looks like it could be since they have it here, it's probably an original. Sorry, it's so blurry since they have it lined up with the Hypercars. So again, a very expensive car. You see a lot of kind of kit-based ones or replicas, just because, I mean, it's so good looking. So as we move on, we have the Pagani Huayra. They're not an official Pagani dealer here, but they have a beautiful Huayra coupe here. The doors open butterfly style, gull wing style, just like the Mercedes gull wings. And there's only 100 of the Huayras made for the world, so this is very limited edition. Again, very difficult to find prices on these cars since they're so limited, and whenever they're for sale, I have never called for price as they list. So my guess is that they're around $2 million. From the Huayra, they made the Huayra Roadster, and then they made the Huayra BC, which is an even more special limited edition Huayra. So those fetch well above the price value, but this is a beautiful Pagani Huayra. Then, right here, we have what looks like a Ferrari LaFerrari coupe. So this is the coupe version of the LaFerrari Aperta. It doesn't have the stripe on the nose, and the roof looks a little different. I don't know, it looks like it could be an Aperta, but I believe it's no, because we can see the line on the roof sometimes, because the door opens with part of the roof. I think we can see it there. So this is a coupe. My absolute favorite car on the planet, the LaFerrari, limited to 499 units for the world. Original base price with around $1 million, little over $1.3 million, spiked up to well above $3 million. At one point there was one for sale for $4 million, but now they've come down a little bit, and they're between $2.5 and $3 million. I just think this car looks absolutely amazing. It's a hybrid, another one of the Trinity, as I talked about earlier with the 918 Spyder. Just amazing. I'm not a big fan of the carbon shield, but I love the red with the black roof, the black rims. I'd want yellow brake calipers, just because a lot of the LaFerrari specs are spec'd like this, and I think the yellow calipers look a little better, and they would help distinguish my car. But regardless, absolute favorite car. I've seen 2 of them in my lifetime, and I look forward to seeing a lot more. I've never seen a Huayra, and I've never seen a LaFerrari Aperta either. So, very special. Then, as we make our way to this last car in the hypercar lineup, this is a Koenigsegg 121. As I explained earlier, Lake Forest Ferrari is also an official Koenigsegg dealer, one of only 9 in the United States. The 1-to-1 was very special because the power to weight ratio was exactly 1-to-1, and it was the first road legal car to accomplish this. I'm sorry I don't have the numbers memorized. I should have looked that up before. There's only 7 of these in the world, and this is the only one in the United States. So very special. There's currently one for sale in the UK, going for asking over $7 million for it. So just an absolute special car. Looks based off the Agera. It's probably an Agera spec. Base. It's always just referred to as the 1-to-1, as noted here on the side. Look at this monster wing. Everything's carbon fiber. Koenigsegg is a very limited edition luxury car brand, as I'm sure you guys are aware of, and the attention to detail is just absolutely amazing. They really got their fame because of these patented dihedral doors. They look absolutely epic when they're open. If we go back over here, just look at how that door opens. No other car in the industry does this, partly because it's patented by Koenigsegg. It actually, besides looking cool, has a very special purpose. The width of the door opening like this is actually less than your normal door on any other car. So there really isn't much concern with opening your door and slamming it into something and then having a several $1,000 repair. So this is very sweet by Koenigsegg. Also, with all Koenigsegg's, at least from the Agera model onwards, the roofs are removable, so they're all convertibles, and they can all be stored within the front trunk of the car. So that's absolutely special. What I find really cool about this tour is they're actually letting us sit inside of the Koenigsegg, sort of. So you can see the detail here on the seats, the steering wheel, and just look at all this carbon fiber. Look at how this door opens. There's a cool little warning here, but just absolutely incredible. I would love to see this in person. I've been fortunate enough to see one Koenigsegg in my life. It was at the North American Auto Show, and I mean, it was just absolutely amazing. It was an Agera RS, which is a super limited edition. They're just amazing cars. So, as I confirmed, this is a coupe. You can see because of the line sort of on the roof there that the whole door is one section and opens up. I don't know why I confused that earlier. But this is just amazing. I mean, look at this lineup right here. The 1-to-1, the LaFerrari, the Huayra, Shelby, Cobra, and then the LaFerrari Aperta. I've also seen that they have lined up. Sometimes they've moved the Sergio over here. I've seen another LaFerrari Aperta that wasn't black in this lineup. And I've also seen them have a Koenigsegg Regera, which is the newest Koenigsegg, one of the newer Koenigsegg's on the market, limited to 80 units. That car is probably my favorite Koenigsegg from the styling and just the technology and everything. But absolutely amazing here at Ferrari Lake Forest and Koenigsegg Chicago. I can't thank them enough for, I don't know if they captured this tour or some other person did, but this has just been an absolute blast. I just can't get enough of this. And since they're pretty close to Detroit, maybe I'll have a chance to go visit them someday. I would really, really love the opportunity to do that. So I think we will stop our tour here by just staring at this lineup. But before I stop it, I just wanted to quickly not skip over the Dino that's here. This looks very beautiful. So maybe we can get a better view of the lineup here when that all loads. There we go. Look at that. The Dino and the supercar lineup. Alright, so really quickly, I wanted to go over some of the inventory that Ferrari Lake Forest has. I know this video is running long, but I think it's totally worth it because we've seen some awesome cars. So they have a 488 Pista for sale. I love this with the black stripes and the black and the red. Looks absolutely amazing. They've recently had a lot of Pistas for sale, and they have a really cool picture of all the Pistas lined up, and they've had some pretty unique colors. So that's pretty cool. A 458 Speciale, the race cars, some more Ferraris, a 430 Scuderia Spider 16M. There are only 499 of these ever made. As we saw on our tour, the 308 GT2 race car, as well as the that Aston Martin and the Corvette GT1 that we saw. If you can even believe it, they just sold another Ferrari F12TDF, so that's at least 4 that they've had of the 799. I just did a quick calculation, and on our tour, we saw 11 cars worth over $1 million. It's very hard to find at any other dealership in the world, especially a Ferrari dealership where most of those cars that we saw were $1 million Ferraris. So special thanks to Lake Forest. Make sure to please check them out on Instagram, Facebook, because they absolutely have awesome cars and awesome content. So we'll stop right there.
I really hope you guys enjoyed this tour. when I first found the virtual tour of Lake Forest Ferrari, I was blown away, and that's kind of what gave me the idea to even do this series for you guys. So we saw some awesome cars today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you could please like, comment, and subscribe, that would mean a lot to me. I really would like to get your guys' feedback and understand, what you're liking, if there's anything else you'd like to see. So I can't wait to see you next time.